Hello and welcome. This time I'm talking about castles, building castles. So how you build a castle is up to you, but in general, the rule of the thumb is if you have covered this area, the line, strongly, so you prevent people from going into your keep, you are safe from attacks that can take over your village or raise it, or take a lot of resources from it. So in general, you have to have in mind to protect and stop the attack here. So in general, there are different types of castles. They are called old school castles. These are old school castles. This is another old school castle. Old school castles are castles that are not peach monsters. I remember in 2013 someone was building a peach monster and I messed it up for him and he was very angry at me. In general, peach castles are hard to build, but they are good to defend. So this is a peach monster. There is a lot of peach here, and this will stop incoming attacks. There is not enough room for pikemen. Pikemen can defend your castle better than the archers. First of all, they have a higher hit point, and of course they are stationary. They can be set to attack. So you can see here, I can set this pikeman here by toggling this on and off to attack. These pikemen that are inside the castle, the keep, they can stop a lot of attacks, but if they are stationary here, if the attack direction comes from this side, then they are not going to be very effective. So when they are outside of this circle, outside of the keep, you have to put them on aggressive. So the problem with this castle, even though it looks very mighty, is that it cannot house 200 pikemen. In general, you want 200 pikemen in your keep. It's just proven, and I have a lot of videos about peach monsters attacks. I put one of them as a card up here, so you can see how is the potential of a peach monster. And other castles, they just can be deleted or can be raised by 2 or 3 attacks that are well timed and well set up. So this is a good peach monster. I mean, comparatively it's not the best, but it's a good peach monster. It doesn't have a lot of peach. You can call it a small peach monster, but you can see that if the enemy destroys this soft part of the castle and gets to these parts here, then the pikemen, who are all on aggressive, will rush to stop him and they will keep him here while he will be getting damage from peach attacks. You must play expert card for peach. This is the expert oil pots. I have one only, and this is the advanced oil pots. 2 times bigger the area. If you have a peach monster and you come on the attacking wars, you will have to have a well stock of these expert oil pots. You can get advanced oil pots for 100, but you cannot get expert oil pots for 100. So expert oil pots have to come from card packs, gold card packs, or defense card packs, or super random card packs. So how to mass produce peach monsters? So you first have a peach outer wall. So this is my peach outer wall. I show you. You have a stored castles here. One step is the peach outer wall. So here you have it stored here. It will have this outer wall. The rule of this game is that you have to have large towers protecting your outer walls, so they are not easily destroyed. When you are on the attack, you can use these cards like expert stone that give you 2 times the stronger structures, and you can make them stronger. But in general, this is the one that stops attacks from reaching inside of your castle. After the phase 1 is phase 2. Phase 2 is where you put your smelters. So how you do that, you also automize it, and so after that you have to put the smelters. You can just put one time, put the smelters, and then come here in the stored castles and save it here. So how to save it here, how to save the formation into the cloud is this. You just press memorize preset, give it a name, click enter, and then after you give it a name, it's not saved yet. You have to press save to the cloud. If you don't press this, it will not save it and you will not have the formation. So here it says preset save to the cloud. Open it is here, and here you can store a lot of them in here. After this siege camp sends its last attack, then you have to start the third phase. So this is going to take 12 hours to finish. Let me see. So to show you here, I need 12 hours, but I don't have that time. So what you can do, you can pray one masonry team, which makes it ×3, and this will become 4 hours. And this is a very good tip for you. I mean, I'm sure most of the people, professionals, know about this, but then you can play castle designer, which completes 3 hours of the building. This is the last one here. Yeah, so you click here, click on them, come here, click on this 5x5 pattern, and then place all of your pitch here. Sad for this one, doesn't have the time. Press confirm, and here starts the important part. This is what I do. I don't know if other people do the same, but what I do is I have this design. You remove them one by one. It's a hard task. You put your towers. It's very important to put the guard houses. You have to mount a lot of archers around your castle at the first, so there is no penetration. If there is a penetration, they can tip off a lot of oil pots and undone your hard work. So as you can see, I have 3 towers like this covering around. There is one tower here missing. I tell you why, and that's because if I put a tower here, if some penetration happens from this route and they kill my pikemen and whatnot, then all of the pitch pots on top of this will be over. They will fall on the ground. Then you double click on them, double right click on them, and then press on the center of your castle, and this is what happens. There's one layer of pots everywhere. Pots are not going to be falling very easily. Then there is of course the second part. So here is the trick. If you play with this delete button and suddenly click something wrong, you will lose all of the pitch pots on top of it. So what you do is you come here and use a stone wall block, and then you delete what is going to be built. So you cannot delete anything else. You can only delete what you are building now. So this is very good. It gives you peace of mind that you are not going to mistakenly delete something that you don't want to delete. So you come here and then delete them in this way, like a checkboard, and like that they go on top of it. Very simple. And the last trick in the book is this. You have to build these moats on the 3 sides here, and then also of course you can later, fill up the in-betweens of this checkboard of pitch. And you're going to stop any body from coming inside your castle like this, so they don't tip off your pitch pots. The last phase of the making the pitch castle, the last phase is this. You are going to make the traps. Everybody can do it differently. I'm not going to enforce my... Here's a completely built one. This is an enclosed pitch castle, meaning that the traps are in this way. So if the enemy attack gets into here, my pikeman will start going forward. This is one design, and this is another design, this different design. So if you can see, if the enemy gets into here, the pikemen that are here, they will get they start to go there and stop the enemy. How you do it inside of the pitch monster is up to you. What is normally done, I tell you, and of course you can be innovative and start doing your pitch monster. Please, if you have any idea about how to do this better, you can just post in the comments. Please give me a like, and if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me immensely. Thank you so much, and until next time.